to do what?
We are de-escalating.
And I'm trying to de-escalate. No. I'm de-escalating.
Bringing it back
How?
up because you're trying to.
Now you were saying you're pulling out, you swerved, it would have hit you from back here.
He was moving though.
Right.
If you were just maybe taking a picture, but it seems just from what I got, like I said, and I wasn't here, you were very aggressive.
But I have better.
In Gainesville, Florida, a citizen journalist faces escalating tension when he is approached by a sergeant while filming in a public parking lot. Despite the clear rights granted under the First Amendment, misunderstandings and resistance arise as the officer questions his actions and intentions. Watch how this situation unfolds and see the importance of standing firm in your rights.
She said she let the mayor get back with me, but I just left and came over to the police department. Spoke to the lady out front and told her I'd be out here just taking a few photos of the license plates, the tags, the inside of the cars, just trying to see the upkeep of them.
Okay. Do you have any identification on
I do not.
Okay. I need to see
I left it on the car.
Know who you are when you're out here casing my place. I don't know what you're doing. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm just filming. That's all.
Okay. But you say that, but I don't know what you're doing.
Well, I mean,
okay. Why are you out here filming police cars and looking in the police cars and tags and stuff?
Just for general public knowledge, that's all.
Okay, I need to see some kind of identification.
I don't have any on me.
Kind of identification.
I don't have any on me. Can I have your name?
Yeah, you can step right over here in my car. I'll give you my name and I'll get yours. Okay?
Well, who are you?
I'm Sergeant Peavy.
You're a sergeant. Is there an officer above you?
Huh?
Is there an officer above you?
The chief of police.
Chief of police. Okay.
You want to talk to him too?
You might want to go get him. Because
go tell Chief.
You're above your jurisdiction out here, partner.
No, sir, I'm not.
I can show you, but I can tell you.
Don't walk off.
Well,
no, sir.
First off, I'm free to walk where.
Reasonable suspicion
of what crime?
Now, which is why I have
of what crime? Of what crime?
And I'm gonna gain
suspicion of what crime? You're avoiding that question because you know you done dug yourself in the hole.
Reasonable suspicion
of what crime?
Not normal for somebody.
Are you a law enforcement or a normal enforcement?
I can. Would you like me to explain it to you?
No, see, you're digging yourself in the hole now. It's not normal. So you're telling me that every law that's written in the U.S. has to be normal in order to be a...
No, sir.
Okay, then. You just answered your own questions. Of what crime? Of what crime? There's no crime here. You just don't like my camera.
Would you like me to explain?
I don't want to like anything.
I just stop talking. I'll explain.
You're right. I'm gonna stop talking because I'm keeping doing what I'm doing.
No, you're not going anywhere right now.
You cannot restrict my.
Identify
you can't restrict my movement in this public area. You can't do it. No,
I can at the moment.
You cannot.
You're not
the
under
Supreme
arrest.
Court. Okay.
Detained until I find out.
Detained for what crime? Tell me that. And after you answer that question,
find out what you're
after
doing.
you answer that question, tell me and tell my attorney what crime you're detaining me for.
Well,
Let me hear.
Your attorney got nothing to do with
No.
Between you and your attorney.
He has it. No. Between you and my attorney. You're gonna cost this department a lot of money. I don't have to tell you a damn thing.
Huh?
Are you the chief? How you doing out here, brother? Can I talk to you, sir? Because this officer here is irrational. I'm David. Nice to meet you, brother. Yes, you are irrational. I'm David. Nice to meet you. I'm doing a little filming out here in the parking lot. Not only has he threatened to detain me, and his suspicion is it's not normal. My question to him was, is it normal or is it illegal? He said it's not normal. I said, sir, I've broken no law. I'm filming. I'll be on my way. He told me I was detained.
What I want you to do is I would like for you to at least look at that yellow sign that's on the building over there.
Did I
see what it says? Authorized personnel only.
In this parking lot or down there?
It's this whole section because
so why isn't
they drive through here?
So why isn't their sign there?
Hurricane Michael, actually. We haven't had a chance to put all the signs up.
So until that sign is put up, there's no sign here for you to abide by.
The other question that we had, there was a concern actually that prompted us to actually talk to you.
Yes, sir.
Out here in the public, there is no expectation of privacy. We all understand.
Can you tell him that there, please?
He understands that as well.
I would like for you to tell him that on camera,
What I want you to understand is that when we as law enforcement officers get calls from the general public, all right, it is our job to go out and find out what's going on. You know, if a person's carrying a television at 10 o'clock at night down the street, that's not normal behavior.
But is it illegal?
Okay. So that gives us the right to at least talk to the individual to determine if they are committing a crime or have committed a crime.
I'm glad you said that. Okay. So after he talked to me, can I talk, please? Because you've said more than enough to answer all his questions. Okay. You said that y'all are obligated to come talk to find out there's a crime being committed, correct? Exactly. So with that being said, let's go back to you. Is there a crime being committed? No, but I want to talk to you. I want to talk to him first. Is there a crime being committed right now?
I don't know yet.
You don't know that.
I'm trying to determine.
So what crime do you see? There's a camera. There's a man in a parking lot. Where's the crime? You won't answer that because you don't put your foot in your mouth, you idiot.
We received a call in regards to you videotaping.
Yes, sir.
In a building.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the question is, and the concern is that was an individual casing this place for a potential robbery. Okay? So that is how the call came out.
You're joking, right?
No, I am not joking at all.
Those sweet
and you
ladies.
Have to understand, what is today's date?
Those
Today
sweet
is
ladies.
September the 12th.
The day after 9/11, and my heart goes out to every family that lost a loved one.
So some of these individuals are still edgy.
So those
about
sweet
it.
ladies called
when
you
have
after
an
I talked to
individual-
them.
When you have an individual that comes in and videotapes and tries to go into areas that are for authorized personnel.
Well, I didn't walk. I asked him. I said, "Hey, listen, I'll be down this hallway." She said, "No, there's a sign there." I said, "Yes, ma'am. I won't go past that sign."
That is what prompted us to engage you in conversation to find out what your intentions were. If you're just going around filming, by all means, have at it.
Don't tell me that. Tell him that, please.
He's aware of it.
No, I want you to
He's one of my employees.
Honor your oath and tell this man that I am allowed to film as long as I stay within a publicly accessible area. Please tell him that. Tell him.
He's aware of it.
I want you to tell him, please. Make me feel better. You're a public servant. Please serve me.
He just heard me say it.
But I want you to tell him.
I'm not going to go into that. Okay?
So you won't correct your officer in public?
I'm
You
not
won't
saying
correct
that I'm
your-
not correcting
Well,
him.
can you tell him, please?
He knows because I just told him.
I want to
Just
document
like
you
everybody on
telling your
YouTube.
sergeant. I want you to document
Just like everybody on YouTube knows the same thing.
This
that I
isn't
just
going to
told you.
YouTube. This is going to the local news media, because that is unbelievable that he's going to tell me that suspicion of me filming is enough to detain me, and you're going to allow him to tell me that?
I asked
Yes.
You know you did.
I am going to allow him to do that because I explained to you the circumstances.
But was there a law
We
being-
received a call by the general
How you doing, buddy?
public.
I have the right to find
So
out
we
who
have
you
the
are, what you're
we
doing.
have the
You don't have that right.
the
I got a Fourth
obligation-
Amendment right to protect me from you.
Okay.
I have a Fourth Amendment right to protect me from idiots like you.
All right.
I have a
Now-
right.
Now, there's
Now,
no
let me explain something.
No, I'm not insulting.
There's no
The
reason
truth.
to
No,
insult
I got a First
okay?
Amendment right that allows me freedom of speech.
All right. So,
Oh, it is on video, and the whole world's gonna see it. Okay, and I hope your family doesn't watch social media because they're gonna
this
see
is
it too.
over.
It is.
All right.
Y'all can go back
You
inside.
have a wonderful day.
I will. I promise I will do my best. Go ahead, follow suit, partner. Bye.
You still haven't identified.
Go, and I'm not going to.
Why?
I'm not going to. Follow suit. Holler at your partner.
Because the chief said so.
Holler. No, because I'm telling you to. Bye.
No, you
I'm-
don't
I'm-
tell me anything.
I bet you gonna go in that
Okay,
door.
You have a nice
I bet
day.
you gonna go in that door.
You have a nice day.
I promise I will. Please leave. You're harassing me now. I've done nothing wrong. Please leave.
There's no need.
I'm not upset, but tell your sergeant to swallow his ego here and just leave.
No, the thing is
Tell your sergeant to swallow his ego and
I'm
leave.
asking you now, all right?
To do what?
We are de-escalating.
And I'm trying to
You
de-escalate. No.
unfortunately,
I'm
are
de-escalating.
bringing it back up
How?
because you're trying to belittle this
How?
individual.
No.
okay? So
his ego
it's
is in effect.
over.
And now your ego,
Okay,
because you're
it's
telling me I'm
over.
belittled. Okay, it's over. All right, I'm
just
done
saying
talking.
that you're
Okay.
creating a scene out here.
I'm not
It's
creating a scene.
necessary.
Y'all came out here.
Have a
Adios.
wonderful day.
Thank you. I will try.
An even better weekend.
I will. Please, y'all be safe out there, all right? Y'all be safe.
After a tense exchange, the citizen journalist maintains his stance, reminding the officers of his legal rights to film in public spaces. This encounter highlights the importance of understanding and asserting your rights, especially in situations where authority is challenged. In this tense interaction at the San Diego Police Department, a citizen journalist faces unlawful orders from a police sergeant, including being told to move along and provide ID without any legal justification. Watch as the journalist stands their ground, educating officers on their First Amendment rights and the importance of transparency in public spaces.
No, I'm good, thank you.
Why are you out here?
I'm filming.
Why?
Because I'm filming.
You need to move along.
What's that?
You need to move along.
I need to move along?
Yes.
No, I don't.
You're gonna get hit.
Hey, I'm not blocking the driveway at all. You can't give me unlawful orders and directives.
Switch over. I got it. All right.
Can I get your name and badge number?
Yeah, what do I need?
I need your name and badge number first.
All right.
You have to suspect I'm committed a crime in order to ask for my ID, but what's your badge number?
You can't be filming over here.
I can. I'm on public property, filming public property.
You can't be filming over here.
You're gonna have to get your supervisor. I'm on a public sidewalk filming. I'm absolutely allowed and protected on my First Amendment.
You can't be filming our gate and stuff like
That is incorrect. I've gone viral on YouTube over these videos. when people try to stomp on the rights, we are allowed to be here. It is protected under the First Amendment, and you have to identify yourself with your name and badge number when you're asked.
Sergeant Marshall, ID 707.
Okay. I need you to call a supervisor if that's the order you're trying to give me.
Oh, here's my captain.
Okay.
How are you?
How you doing?
Good. What can I help you with today?
I'm just filming. I'm a citizen journalist. I'm doing a story on the police department.
What's a citizen's journalist? Can you just explain that to me, please?
Freedom of press. It's under the First Amendment. We are all allowed to become citizen journalists.
Okay. Okay, is there anything that you need in particular?
Absolutely not. I wasn't even engaging you guys at all.
Okay.
What's your name and badge number again?
Laura McLean, 5119.
Okay. I wasn't engaging you guys at all.
Okay.
Okay.
No, and that's fine, but we get curious when we have people that are filming.
Okay.
Hold on, can I finish?
Yes.
I let you finish. We just get curious people out here filming us, wanting to know what's going on. So that's why we're contacting you to find out if you need anything or if anything's going on.
I do not need anything.
You don't need anything?
Absolutely not.
How long do you plan on being out here?
I have no idea yet. I honestly was almost done with leaving before she started being a psycho and giving me orders.
She's not. She's
but you can't get out and give unlawful orders and demand ID if you don't have any articulable suspicion of me committing a crime.
Okay, sir, we can ask you for ID, but there comes a point where you either want to show it to us or you don't.
And I declined, and then she told me to move along.
Let me finish, okay? I didn't interrupt you. I'd appreciate it if you don't interrupt me, okay? Is that fair?
I will agree to that for now.
Okay. So, yes, we can ask people for ID, and it just depends on the situation if they want to give it to us or not, or if they're lawfully have to give it to us or not. But we can ask anybody.
Absolutely.
Hey, what's your name?
But she can't spout unlawful orders of a citizen.
Well,
Absolutely not. And there's no way you're going to convince me otherwise.
Did I say anything about any
Okay,
lawful?
but you haven't one time said...
I'm sorry. What's your name?
Mike. We'll go with that one.
Okay. You keep interrupting me, so apparently you're not going to let me finish my sentences.
But you didn't interrupt her when she's giving me unlawful directives.
Okay, because I was on the radio putting out our location here.
Okay.
So I wasn't listening to what she was exactly saying.
Okay, she told me I had no right to stand here.
I'm talking.
It doesn't matter. I'm allowed to talk over you if I want.
Okay, you just want to be rude then.
It's not about that. You guys are trying to bully me and give me unlawful directives. She told me I can't be on a public sidewalk, which is false. You said I need to move along and I cannot film here. That is complete. You cannot want, but I can. This is my right. I am exercising my right. I am allowed to exercise my right. There is no directives that will be lawful that you can give me to tell me to move on. That just can't happen. It will not happen.
Well, I was saying you needed to scoot back because the car was going to hit
I
you.
absolutely don't. They had plenty of room to get in. Nobody was in threat of being hurt or run over. I'm this, look how far I am away from these vehicles and yourself.
Okay.
I'm not a danger to anybody, but you guys are treating me like I'm a danger
Mike,
to you.
Hold on 1 second. Let me finish, okay? Another car was trying to come in.
And I was not in the way.
Let me finish.
Hey, you're not talking to me like you're my mom.
Well, you're acting like a child, so yes.
Okay, go away. You're dismissed. You're dismissed. This fool thinks that she could direct everybody to not be on public property. That's fucking great.
How did you
I
swerve?
was coming out and I swerved this way.
So yeah, then
Coming
you collided with this. So I'm gonna look at the front of your car again and see if the other car did collide with you at all.
Okay.
You might have just swerved, thinking it was gonna collide with you, and just collided with this vehicle. Make sense?
Not really, but I get what you're saying. I mean,
Yeah. So let's go look at your other car, and instead of leaving a napkin here, I've got stationery we can leave, and I'll leave them the event number as well.
Okay.
Okay. So let's work on that. Look at that, and then I'll try to figure out who did it.
There's 3 cars, but
Well,
that one I believe.
right, but we don't know if that vehicle collided with you. That's what we're going to go check. Yeah, not a problem. Initially, it's...
Hey, buddy, you reside here? No. Okay.
I only
Anybody live here? Or?
I
just want permission to go on.
Chilling, and they were all great.
I'll go for it.
at that car, I am not seeing anything that's going to indicate that other vehicle struck you. This is consistent with that vehicle there. So what happened, I think, is you swerved wide thinking that other vehicle was going to collide with you. Because if that other vehicle would have collided with you, it would have been probably further back. Okay? Just based on how you were saying you're pulling out, you swerved, it would have hit you from back here.
He was moving though.
Right.
Something was moving at me.
Yes, and so you instinctively do what people do. You try to get out of the way.
Okay.
So you probably overcorrected, which caused you then to TC into that vehicle that was parked. Because I'm showing no indication of that other vehicle, and there's no paint transfer other than the paint transfer from that vehicle. So you have nothing else back here.
Right.
Make sense?
A little bit, but I need to write that down here.
Yeah.
Like having all these questions in my mind at the moment. But
And that's fine. You're going to have questions.
okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So, let me just get your insurance information, your driver's license, and
It's
your
AAA.
registration.
But you can't
Okay.
put my hands on it at the moment.
Do you have a AAA card?
I'm starving.
We're gonna start barbecuing real soon.
Hey, Jeff, you have a good phone number?
Yeah, do it.
It's 4.
I expect to be fed.
And did you see anything?
I see the whole thing.
I seen that vent. Did she hit the minivan?
What was your name again?
Mark.
Jack.
The same
Nice to
area.
meet you.
Well, because her front plate was in straight over there.
Oh, what?
The
Wait,
other
the
person's
No,
fan?
the.
Oh, about to
you
say.
get one. So, it could have been a glancing blow. Let me check the front of her car, because yeah, the plate was over there. But she 100% correct.
Yeah, 100% that one. Face every day.
So you don't think that? You don't think you can clip in the front like that, huh?
No.
Because I remember she clipped the front of that minivan a little bit.
Like
She must have the back.
she must have clipped it and stopped,
So it was the front.
and then
It was the front.
Oh, like maybe like
You
this.
know-
and then stopped. No, she clipped the minivan and just she hit her brakes. The minivan, she clipped it a little bit.
Yeah.
The blue minivan kept going, pulled right there, and she panicked and floored it.
Oh,
and
that's
hit
probably
that.
what it is. She panicked. That's why she swerved. That makes more sense because the car's going this way.
Yeah.
And she's coming from this
She
way.
clipped the minivan.
Monica, is that a
Yes.
good address for you?
Yeah,
The
my mom's
minivan.
address, yeah.
She hit on her brakes, and it stopped, and the minivan kept going to right there.
And then she
she
swerved. Oh.
she
Oh,
got
that
she
was
got
gonna be
whatever
her fault
and
then.
floored it,
That's
and
gotta
she
be
hit
her-
it.
That one's gonna have to be her fault then.
Yeah.
The second one.
Yeah, and the first one. Because you're supposed to yield to traffic
Yeah,
right here.
619. Sorry, that's what chap's doing.
that was that's a rough
586.
Yeah, because you're supposed to yield to traffic.
8731.
You're supposed to yield to.
And did you see anything?
I only saw when she hit that car.
So what did you see? How was it?
I heard a noise too,
Yeah.
and then I see her full blown like to that car,
Okay.
and then she's
But
over here.
you didn't necessarily see the.
I know, I didn't see it. They did, not me.
Yeah, no.
Cause I was in my car chilling, you know, on my phone, and then I heard a boom, and I looked. And
Well, it's kind of hard when it's like.
But you know what?
No, I just don't know how the front. I don't know how the front could clip the van and then from the front.
Yeah, like I said, I think
You know what I mean? Because she walked out the car, she walked out the van, and then she went all the way she went to the front, and then she went to the back and checked. And then she didn't see nobody, and then she hopped in the van and left.
She got hit a little bit.
Yeah, she smashed out.
Yeah, it's normal. One of them didn't have a driver's license. It is what it is.
I thought, like, oh, it's their fault. Leave it, bye. I don't have insurance, it's their fault, bye.
Probably. That's probably what she was thinking.
Because I would have done that. I was
The lady.
I'm like, I don't have insurance, it was their fault, bye. Thank you so much.
My partner, he's the traffic expert. If you guys can just hang out for a minute, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
might have more questions. I'll
What was your name? Badge number one more time?
I'm Deputy Velarde. Ours is 6578.
Perfect. Thank you, buddy.
What was it?
We're just gonna go by Walmart real fast. Or is that too?
Well, so I'm not like holding you or nothing, but
Yeah.
if you guys don't mind, just
Okay.
her, but
I got you.
it's up to you.
Yeah, because she doesn't remember anything.
We're just gonna grab the station.
Despite facing intimidation and unlawful orders, the citizen journalist stands firm, highlighting the significance of knowing and asserting your rights. This encounter serves as a reminder that the public's right to record and hold government officials accountable cannot be infringed upon no matter the challenge. In Gainesville, Florida, a tense interaction unfolds when a citizen journalist filming in a public space faces being unlawfully trespassed. Despite clear regulations allowing filming on federal property, a misunderstanding leads to a heated exchange between the citizen journalist and law enforcement officers. Watch this encounter unfold as the journalist stands firm on his rights and challenges the actions of those in authority.
People like, you know, at it so early in the morning.
Oh, I'm just at work. This guy's trying to interfere. So I don't have anything personal against him, but he's wrong. He called the police for filming right by the rules. That's fun. That's not what the rules. That's not what the rules say right here. You see? I'm a well-known person nationwide, and you're not. I actually follow the law. And I have a very good job, a better job than yours, sir. So you're not going to educate me on anything, brother. Okay? All right? Just so that you can get, no.
Doors right there, you can leave.
No, we're going to get you to leave. Guys, this is the United States Post Office. They have a 1.5 star rating. I wonder why you have a 1.5 star rating on the internet. Because you guys are terrible. Have you seen your reviews? You guys do a really bad job here, man.
You can leave.
You are going to leave. How much you want to bet I win and you lose? How much you want to bet? How much do you want to bet? I want you to have the same energy when they tell you that you're wrong, okay? I want you to have the same energy when they tell you that you're wrong, brother. But you see, but you're a coward. No, you're a coward. And you will never apologize if you're wrong. You're gonna tuck your tail in and you're gonna go back in there and you will never say that you're wrong.
Doors right there.
We'll see about that. I haven't been disorderly or interfere with your business.
You're not filming on a public property.
That's not illegal.
It's federal.
Oh yeah, it's federal.
It is federal. This is a federal building. You need to leave.
It absolutely is. And the federal rules are right there on the wall that you're failing to read. Who do you think you are? You're gonna come up with your own rules? No.
It's federal property.
No, ginger guy. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. You're gonna learn how to respect people today. I promise you.
I don't respect people.
Oh, okay.
Especially you.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
So you can leave.
Okay. It's great because thousands are watching you. You took an oath as a United States postal worker to protect the Constitution. The First Amendment says that we have freedom of the press. The rules of Poster 7, the rules of Poster 7 are right there.
Federal building.
The rules are right there. You're wrong. You're going to learn today. You're failing to read the rules. Why won't you read the rules?
Doors right there, so you can leave.
No, you can leave. You can leave. Because when the police arrive, I'm going to be right here by the rules, and I'm going to have them read it. No, you leave.
Can I be videoing?
Shut up.
And there's cops right there.
Shut up.
There we go.
Good. How's it going, brother?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm all right. Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Let me finish here and then you can...
No, but I'm the complainant right now.
You're not right now.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
This guy's harassing me.
All right.
I have the right to be in there. The rules are on the wall.
Give me a second.
No. You need to listen.
No, I will listen to you in a second.
Don't take any word for it because he's wrong.
Give me a second, man.
Go ahead.
And I'm gonna get with you.
This is the post office. I have the right to video record.
I don't like for you to walk behind me. So while you video recording that,
go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead. I'm not trying to do anything wrong. I have the right to be in there. It's approved by the postmaster. It's approved by the postmaster. Poster 7's on the wall. He doesn't have any authority to tell anybody to leave from here. This isn't a private place. This is the post office. We need the postal police here, actually. Because they're in charge of enforcing any laws here.
Listen.
No, but that's not how it works.
Listen, man. Here's the deal.
Yep.
I'm gonna give it to you straight up. I want to hear you out, and I want to hear your side.
All right.
But if you're gonna run down what their policies are, then there's.
I'm gonna run down the Constitution and the policy. They both say that we can.
You don't have to run the Constitution down because I got it.
All right, so you know that we can film.
Degrees,
all right, good. We have the First Amendment. This is the federal building. We have the right to be in there. Not only that, but the rules of the post office approved by the postmaster. There's a rules on every post office. It's right there inside. It has a whole section for photographs. It says that news For news and advertisement purposes, pictures and videos may be taken in entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, auditoriums when used for public meetings. And other pictures may be, how you doing, officer? And other pictures may be taken with the approval of the postmaster. But we already have approval right there on the wall. First of all, sir, it's wrong. You know, he was very rude to me, and that right there, he's failing to read their own rules. He's just a supervisor. He could be wrong. He is wrong, actually. And the only way that I could be like trespass from here, like he really wants to, is if I'm breaking the law or interfering with their business.
You don't have to break the law for somebody to be trespassing.
From private property, yes, but not from the post office. We already have authorization as media to film in there. We have over 100 million views on the internet.
Permission from?
Yes, we already have. It's on every post office. They've already received a memo from the United States Postal Service about this kind of videos. They have millions of views.
It kind of sounds like this, and I wasn't here, all right. But just from what he gave me, it seemed like you were being more.
I respect that.
There was disruption.
No, I actually, I have everything on.
Please allow for one person talking at a time. Talking over each other is not going to get anything solved.
Absolutely.
So can you please let this officer talk?
Yes.
Yeah, just from what I gather, it was more of a, if you were just maybe taking a picture, but it seems just from what I got, like I said, and I wasn't here, you were very aggressive.
But I have better.
Almost like you were trying to get a response.
No, I was actually very respectful, and you can take whatever he's saying, because all he has is his word. But I have my video, sir, and like I said, we have thousands. There's at least 17,000 people watching us right now that know for a fact that we have the right to be in there, sir. Just trespass anybody from the public place unless they're being disorderly. So yes, if I'm in Popeyes, if I'm at the Publix or any private building or anybody's home, private property, yes, for no reason I could be trespassed. But I can't be trespassed just for taking pictures. He's saying that taking pictures in there is illegal. It's not. Can I have your name and badge number for the record, please?
You see my name right there, and my ID number is 1111.
What's your name?
Can you read?
Can you be nice?
Can you read?
Can you be nice? What's your attitude? What's with the attitude? Family matters. I don't think you treat your family like that. We're supposed to be on the same team here. I'm not against you. Why are you treating me? Oh, can you read? That's very disrespectful, Officer Allen. You're disrespectful.
All right, man.
So you're gonna go by what he says, and that's it. I'm assuming, right?
You want to give me your basic information?
What's the outcome?
Last name, date of birth?
Am I being detained?
You're not being detained. I'm just asking you.
All right, but why would you need that? This is simple.
Yes or no, my guy.
No, but that's no. I'd rather not. But
okay, so listen, you are trespassed from this location for a period
for what
of 1
crime?
year. All right.
For what crime?
Trespass is not a crime.
Yes, call your supervisor. Call your supervisor.
All right, my supervisor just left, actually.
No, we'll call him again.
Okay.
Because you can't just trespass me for no reason. You can't do that. No, I'm not.
For a period of 1 year.
No, I'm not.
What I need you to do is exit that way.
We're still conducting an investigation. Call the police. Call your supervisor.
Done.
Oh, so you're threatening me with arrest right now?
No, I'm telling you, if you don't leave, I will. So you take that as a threat if you want to.
I'm gonna go ahead and stand over there, but call your supervisor. Call your supervisor.
I will,
It's illegal what you're doing right now.
Get off the property.
It's illegal. It's illegal what you're doing right now.
I got you.
I requested your presence because I believe this investigation was not made correctly, Sergeant. Okay. The officer over here only took statements from the complaining party, and didn't take any of my evidence in consideration. He never watched I have full video of everything that happened until I got here. I've been giving people more than enough distance. I've been filming quietly. I actually walked in there and I told the customers that I wasn't there to film them, that I'm only there to do a video about the post office, right? And I run a channel that has content about police accountability, but we also praise good cops and we praise the service of our police over here in America. But we do expose tyranny at a very high level, sir. I'm not just here because I want to bother anybody. I'm here brother working on my channel, which is very known nationwide, sir. And we have over 100 million people that have tuned into our platform in just a couple of years. So I'm a respectful guy. I tried my best to explain to these gentlemen what I was doing, but they failed to understand that the supervisor is wrong. He's saying that I can't film on federal property, which is absolutely wrong. There's the post office rules and regulations. It's on every wall of the post office. It's right in there. It's called Poster 7. It says that for videos, for news and advertisement purposes may be taken in entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, or auditoriums when used for public meetings, and other pictures, such as in restricted areas, may be taken with approval of the postmaster. But these videos, as long as I'm not interfering with their business, I am allowed to be in there, brother. And just because they complain, if they only complain because I can tell you I can show you the video. Like I said, don't take my word for it, sir. Anything I can tell you is on video. So if they only complain, the initial complaint, because I know for a fact that they lied to you guys and said that I was harassing or bothering people or getting in people's faces, because I've heard this terminology every day. You know what I'm saying? I've been working doing YouTube videos for 8 to 5 for 4 years now, brother. So, you know, this is a job that I am proud of, and I don't go out there disrespecting anybody. I respect the police. I respect our government officials, but this is a channel about accountability, and the same thing that you guys are out there doing, checking up that we don't break the law. Unfortunately, sir, we have this officer over here that if it's he just trespassed me illegally from public place, even though I'm not committing any crimes. He's treating this post office as if it's private property. And the supervisor, like I said, he's wrong. All he needed to do was read the rules. No one wants to read the rules. Also, I requested postal police. I don't want to be disrespectful in any way to the Gainesville Police Department, but this is federal property, brother. You guys, your jurisdiction is out here unless there's an immediate threat. You know, if there's an immediate threat, then yes, you guys have jurisdiction in that lobby. But this investigation should be conducted by the postal police. I requested the postal police, which is the federal police agency who's in charge of enforcing any laws here or any trespassing. This would not stand in any court, brother. You know, and I have very good attorneys. I don't go out there suing people because I believe that the people don't have to pay for employees' mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And this is coming from my heart, brother. You guys can probably say, oh, you can back them up if you want, and
narrow down your complaint.
I have the right to be in there unless I'm interfering with their business. Video recording cannot be their only complaint. And I'm not trying to engage anybody or do anything but work on my video, which I'm constitutionally allowed, and I'm allowed by their own regulations. So the supervisor is wrong. I need you to please remove the trespassing that he gave me, and let me go in there for 1-2 minutes. Let me know that I'm free again, and then I'll be on my way. I'm not gonna be here all day, but like I said, brother, we're showing these videos to a lot of people, and this is not gonna make a difference to me. I'm gonna be gone, and I probably won't be back in Gainesville ever again. But there's a lot of people that are watching this, brother. And you as a leader, I think you can handle this situation. I'm not trying to break any laws.
So you want me to remove the trespass warning that was put on you by the postmaster?
It wasn't put by the postmaster. It was put by the supervisor. The postmaster actually approves video recording here, and it's on the wall. Video recording is approved for news purposes. So I can't be trespassed unless I'm going in there and being loud, creating loud, unreasonable noises, tumultuous behavior, you know, disorderly conduct. Florida statute, disorderly conduct. That's the only way that I could be like, okay, you got to get out of here, dude. You're breaking the law. And even then, if I'm engaged in disorderly conduct, you guys don't even have to warn me. You can arrest me right away. And I know my boundaries. I know my rights, sir. I just need you to please help these officers understand that the trespassing that I got was wrongful. And if not, I'm just going to proceed and be about my day, and I'm going to follow up on this with my attorneys, because We have the right to be here, and everybody knows this around the whole country. I don't know if you've run into, I know you're a hardworking man, but I'm sure you ran into videos about the post office, people filming and whatever on the internet. Yes, some people deserve to be kicked out because of the way they're doing it. But if I'm being respectful and if I'm not disturbing anybody's peace or interfering with the business, I have the right to be in there. So please, brother,
okay, let me
check up on this. Thank you. And the rules are on the wall. It's poster 7.
After a long confrontation, the citizen journalist educates the officers on his rights, and with the intervention of a sergeant, the situation is de-escalated. This incident serves as a reminder of the importance of knowing and asserting your constitutional rights, especially in public spaces.